So, hi, Megan. Okay. All right. So let's talk about stuff. Let's talk about. Oh, hi from North Carolina. Hi, Nicole. Oh, that's so nice. I dig seeing where everybody's at. So definitely good from North Carolina. Good to see you here. Let's talk a little bit about. Let's talk a little bit about the stuff. I don't know what we're going to talk about yet. Sometimes I come on here and I'm just going to let spirit kind of roll with me and tell me everything that's happening, and we figure it out from there. This is a group effort. Even though you don't know that you're a part of it, you are a part of it. So I know I had a bunch of stuff to talk to you about earlier today, and and I didn't. Okay, I didn't write them down, so I totally forgot. But I wanted to. There's a ton I wanted to talk about, but I did want to. Okay, I'm not making any sense. Oh, Ohio, nice. We're like all over the place. That's so awesome. Make sure you share this with your friends, pretty please. I would appreciate it if you, as you're like signing in and doing your thing, is that you would share this, because it just helps to get people begin to learn and know who I am. Hi, Tammy. It's good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. So I want to talk about a couple of things today. First, I wanted to tell you that I this Sunday, the 19th, I'll be doing a handwriting analysis course, which interestingly enough was one of the ways that I first began to understand energy and beginning to understand the patterns. So I think it's a really amazing, it's a useful tool to be able to walk out of here or take the course, because what I'm going to do is record the course and then put it up on my website and sell it. So you could take it kind of on demand. So if you're in Ohio or you're in North Carolina or you're in Georgia, that you can take it at any time you want. That's the, I want to say that. I am also at Earth Elements not this week, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, I will be at Earth Elements, or Thursday, I'm sorry, the 23rd, I'm going to be there. And I think that we start at 6:30 and I'll read for an hour and then we'll go from there. I do know that there are some people who are wanting to record, some of the sessions, and I might do that. I haven't decided. Hi, Zara. It's so nice to see you. Thank you so much for just being here. I appreciate it. Of course, I'm appreciating everybody who shows up. Thank you so much. I also want to encourage you. I started writing. So if you are not on a newsletter of mine, if you have not come to my website and signed up for a newsletter, I want you to do so. So if you go to jannycook.com, you will see it'll prompt you to begin to give me your email address, and I've started writing on a weekly kind of basis, sending something out. Today, I think, was a pretty powerful thing because I wanted to talk about trauma. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about trauma right now. So I want to talk about angels. I want to talk about something different than trauma right now. I really liked the newsletter I sent out. So if you didn't get one and you're interested in it, email me, text me, call me. It's pretty easy to get a hold of me, and let me know and I'll send it to you. Okay. So if you're not on there, please get on there, because I do ramble a little bit as I do here, but if you can stick with it, you can get to the end of it and it'll be like, oh, I never thought of it that way. Again, I show up everywhere just being me. What you see is what you get, and I'm hoping that you learn that you can do the same thing as well. So let's talk about angels. How do you? I just shared this story with somebody, and I think it's a pretty powerful story. So, and I'll probably write about it too, so you might hear it in a couple places. So there was a medium who was like, she's so good. And I just really looked up to her, and I really wanted her to be like my mentor, and I was her mentee. I mean, she would not claim me at all. She would never, she's too busy to do that. So That was like a fly-by-night kind of idea. Anyway, so she had written a book and talked about how an angel came to her and, stood at the bottom of her bed, and she knew that she was going to be this like amazing medium, right? So I would get really mad with well, come on now. Like, aren't I doing this? Isn't this what's happening? This is happening. And where's my angel? How come my angel isn't showing up? Maybe I don't have an angel. Maybe my angel doesn't like me. Maybe he fired me. Maybe my angel is just gone, right? So I really thought that for a while. So so one of the things that happened is I'll see about that in a little bit. Okay. So one of the things that happened was I was always I'm admitting stuff about myself, and I'm just kind of admitting things, and I'd be like super mad that where's my angel? It's just, okay, maybe I'm not a medium. Maybe I shouldn't do this at all. Maybe, because a lot of self-doubt, it plagues me a lot of the time. And so this is kind of me being a little daft. And I realized that, and this was here, I was back in Michigan. So I moved from Boulder about 6 years ago now. And this was probably just 2 years ago. And I realized, oh my God, an angel did show up years ago. And I didn't recognize that it had already happened. I thought it had to happen again. And so I had to rebuild this trust relationship with spirit. And I'm not kidding. I had to rebuild this trust relationship I have with spirit. So I want to talk about rebuilding your trust relationship with spirit. And I want to give you a couple challenges to do so, because spirit doesn't waver. We do. We think that angels should just show up and fix things. Nothing can come into your life unless you allow it. That's not even like, that happens all the time, right? That's all of life. Nothing can come into your life and you can't experience it unless you allow it. So that's the same thing with spirit. So I want to give you, and if you're a man and you're listening, just think about it as tools if you're a big tool person. So I want to give you this idea is that you that you do this. So if you're having a hard time trying to find something to wear, to take like little baby steps into finding something. So I will do this in the morning. It seems so benign, but when you have this rebuilding relationship going on with spirit, they want to show up where you're at. That's what happens. Spirit shows up where you're at. So if you're super mad, they'll show up at your anger. You don't have to be perfect for spirit to show up. You just have to show up and ask. So I want you to ask. So let's say I do this all the time. Spirit, please help me find something to wear today, because I don't know where anything is clean. I just need an outfit. Please help me. And what I will find out again and again and again and again and again, over and over and over again, is I get drawn to the place where the clothes are, right? I mean, obviously not just my closet. Don't be ridiculous, right? I'm talking about I'm talking about this morning. Okay, I'll tell you my this morning example. So my this morning example is I had to get a pair of socks. I have to get a pair of socks. I needed long knee-high black socks, and I feel like I buy a million pairs of these socks, and they just go somewhere. I have no idea. The house might be eating them. Who knows what happens to these damn socks? They're just gone, right? Just gone. So I had to go downstairs into the basement where this light is not working, and blah, 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 blah. And I am running late, and the kids are ornery, and everybody's like, oh, let's just get done with this already. And so I was like, angels, please help me find this pair of black socks. I just need to find black socks. I can put them on and get out the door. Let's go. So what ends up happening is I reach into this in the dark pile of crap clothes, well, the clean, just all clothes are crap. So I pull out this One sock is the right sock. Put my other hand in, other sock. 2 socks, like that, instantaneous. Okay, now I'm not saying it's always going to be instantaneous. I've been working at doing this for a long time, and it's kind of one of the great ways to get validation that Spirit's listening to you. I mean, that, and also having a session with me where they tell you how they're talking to you or tell you. And I'll tell you something very interesting is I'm sitting here. Angels talk with feathers. I mean, so do other things, right? So angels talk with feathers, but this is what happened. I'm like, my pants, I'm pulling it out of my pants right now. There's like this, this little feather that was woven into my pants. So like, they're around everywhere. And what I want to make sure you hear me say is that if you find if you find a heather in your pants, if I have a heather in my pants, that's a problem. But if you find a feather that's woven into something, even if it's coming out of, oh, well, Janny, that's like I'm sitting on a down couch, like no duh. You're meant to find that. You're totally meant to find that feather. You were being guided there by your guides and your angels, okay? So don't take any feather you see for granted, big or small, microscopic, it happens. Lisa Verbeck, I love you with all my heart, dude. You are amazing. I hope you know that. So in your rebuilding, try it out. Just give it a chance. Give it a chance to really percolate with you and work. So you can really try and you just give it a try to rebuild your relationship with Spirit, because sometimes it is so hard to believe if nothing really is good is happening in your life. If you're having a struggle after a struggle after a struggle with family, with spouses, with loved ones, with work, with whatever you're doing, and you're finding it really hard, it could be something that you put Spirit in the way back of your mind and you don't really deal with it. And if you don't deal with the idea that this is here, how could you ever count on it when it really counts? When you really need guidance in your life, when you're like, okay, everything, the proverbial shit has hit the fan. I totally need help from Spirit right now, but you don't even trust them to help you get your socks. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do the work and the baby steps to get it done. So start asking for that. The other one that I like to do, I do this when I do my day job. I do it when I do. I should do it when I do my night job, which is, mediumship, not the other kind of night job. But I ask my angels to come in, ask my angels to go into the meeting before me and try and figure it out, right? Try and help to help my boss to see how amazing I am, or help that if you're a teacher, you could be asking, please, angels, help these kids, get them on the right path, make highest vibration and frequency as possible. Okay, does that make sense? All right, cool. So I'm here in the doors right now. Okay, so let me just talk a little bit about how this is going to work. So what ends up happening is this. It looks like this. This is like a virtual group reading. We're all showing up here at the same time, and your energy is wanting people to show through. I have expectations that Spirit's going to show up, and then I just tell you everything I get. Now, I'm not going to call you out by name because there's just not enough time, and the feedback loop that happens, it just does not work. Plus, I'm doing 2 places. So I just talk about, and the truth is, the Janny side of me, I don't care too much about names, which is kind of hurts me in mediumship. And I'm just sorry. It's just the way it is. I care about feelings. I care about faces. I squeeze people. I don't squeeze names. So I'm going to be working on it. And it's weird, but as a medium, I'm endlessly and continually working on stuff. It never just ends doing one thing. Just always trying to push an envelope or to understand, to have a deeper understanding about something and really beginning to look. So what I do is I will work with angels, guides, deceased loved ones, and I will tell you everything that I get and tell you how I get there so it can show you my thought process. Because sometimes, when you say every time, especially when there's a medium who knows what they're doing. It can blow your mind, and you don't when you're seeing them in person, because you don't really get it's kind of can be really striking when somebody's coming at you with a lot of information. So, and the other thing that I like to tell people is I'm pretty tenacious. I don't give up. I don't give up. I don't give up. So I really try and make what I'm saying count. I hope that makes sense. So I do want to talk about, and you know what? I have one more thing to say. Look, this is important. It's okay to have down days, and it's okay to have down times, and it's okay for all of these things to happen. You are human. You are not supposed to be perfect. You can't be perfect. So to not allow yourself to be human and have these ebbs and flows of like happiness or patience or happiness or patience or being joyful, like these things come and go. And the more that you're able to allow them to come and go, the less rigid you are in how you present to the world. So, okay. Because then you can just show up like yourself. Amazing how that goes around. And how did that work? I know I'm asking a question of you, Krista. How dare I do so? But how did that work? If you asked your angels, did it work? Oh, yeah, before they took some standardized test. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to everybody. And if you have questions, please get a hold of me. Again, I will do the handwriting course, and I will do a group reading at Earth Elements on next Thursday, the 23rd. But I do want to talk about. I just keep seeing. This soul has been with me for like almost 3 different Mediumship Mondays, and I don't even think I did Mediumship Monday last week on YouTube because my computer was messing up. And I just have a farmer here in overalls. Actually, I get like a couple of men in overalls, and one of them looks like, I have a grandfather and I have a father. I have a father who looks like he doesn't look like he's wearing like jean overalls. He looks like he's wearing suspenders with like and a gray outfit. So it feels like he's showing me. It looks like a gray. Sorry, not gray. They're not gray. They're tan. They're tan colored, and they have a stripe going down the side. Heavy duty boots, and it's like a heavy duty, really thick jacket and thick pants. It's almost like I want to say, like Carhartts are kind of what you would wear outside, but that also feels like a fireman. And I feel like there's a picture of him in everybody's house. He's like darker hair. So one of the things that I'm hearing him say right now is that, oh, you didn't do that in this. I'm sorry, I just read what you said. Okay, so one of the things that I'm hearing, it's interesting because the message from him is I have to like say it's okay for you to be who you are. You don't have to impress anybody, and absolutely I'll talk about that in a second. So I mean, like literally, I feel like it's so crazy. So these are like 3-4 men now showing up, and they're all in different kind of suits, but they're not business suits. They're like a suit of a Carhartt, a suit of a fireman, a suit of like a bib, like a gardening suit, a farmer. Like I just keep seeing this farmer. This farmer is saying like, I swear this is for a daughter or granddaughter, because he's coming through with a fatherly energy. But I really have to say, I don't necessarily think he was emotionally available at all. And he's making me feel, he just showed me a picture. I don't know, but he did just show me a picture of like, is it crop sharing? It's crop cover. They're showing me planting onions with something. So whoever that is, I'm getting shown like either green onions that were just planted, or there's like they're planted with something to ward off some sort of pest. Okay, so I really want that grandfather. He's just not going to go away. And I'm going to tell you something that's very interesting about this, because it means that there's unfinished business. I went to, when I first started doing groups, and I didn't understand a lot when I did groups. It's kind of like it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to do groups, just like work is. Work is work, right? And you have to hone your skill, and you have to put your time in. You have to like really make things kind of, I don't want to say happen, but you have to make things, you have to stick yourself out there. In a mediumship, you're really sticking yourself out there. So one of the things that I want to talk about is that this woman would come, and she's so cute. She would come to these groups, and the third time, she's like, do you know you have said that each time? So what I told her was, your brother's estranged brother who, I can't remember, he passed, either he died by suicide or he had, or he was, anyway, I don't want to focus on it, but I said, he was coming through for her husband. And I said, well, have you given him that message? You've said this 3 times to me, Janny. Sort of like, I'm a little mad. You keep telling me the same damn thing. You're not changing what you're telling me. And I really want a difference. But when she finally brought my attention that I told her the same thing 3 times, I said, well, have you told your husband? And she said, no. And I'm like, well, go figure that then. So I want to offer that when I'm seeing this person with this farmer that looks like and they're not like dark, they're like a light denim color. When I'm seeing this farmer energy, it's like he's trying to help, but not being allowed to by the daughter / granddaughter. So I want to offer that it does, and I'm going to say this, he does feel Canadian to me, because he just said A. So sorry. Sorry. But so he is showing me my sign and symbol for wanting to participate. He just needs to know that I don't know. I don't want to say like he needs to know anything. He just wants to help, but he's still standing off to the back, even though he wants to help. So I want to offer that. I know that's not like wonderful, but like I said, with a group reading, it would be easier to hone in on you. So I want to talk about him. I do want to talk about somebody who feels like they passed in an accident, and then they have what looks like it'd be a brother that passed of something like in his body, just deteriorated, like his body let up on him, and he couldn't hold it. I just feel like I was far away from my family, and he's coming through saying, "Oh, so there's like So the picture he just showed me in my head is kind of like a gymnastics pose with the arms up and stretched and thanking. It feels like a sister entered, thanking his sister. That's what it feels like, thanking his sister. And also trying to let the sister know. This feels like, I think he's somehow connected to the fire guy. Because when I'm seeing them together. He needs you to know that it's okay. Making me feel as if things are shifting for you. So you're so cute, Zara. Okay, you're sweet. So I want to they're making me feel as if that is connected. Ooh. Sorry. Okay, so I think I just got off of Facebook somehow. I think I just closed it and I said no, and I don't know if you're on Facebook, could somebody tell me? I think it just completely. Okay, I think I just somehow got off of Facebook, which is horrible. Krista, are you still in YouTube? I hate doing this where I like when it splits up and I don't know, it must be divine intervention for some reason. That's a bummer. Okay, so there I am. I'm not live anymore. Something happened. I got kicked off. So I just have to say, I'm so sorry. Just got kicked off. Sorry. Go to the YouTube. Okay, I don't know why that happened that way. It just happened that way. So I apologize for anybody who was in the middle of getting a message and it just kind of with bonkers of bananas. It's probably going to start up again. I don't know why it happened this way. It's because I need a new computer. That's right. That's why I need a new computer. It's not going to happen. So, okay, anyway, here I am back with you guys. And there's 3 of you on here. So make sure that you're sharing this with people or getting yourself getting the word out, man. Hold out the word. Word is the bird. Bird is the word. Okay, sorry about that. I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to try and do one thing and just be done. Got kicked off and trying just to like. Okay, so I just did pull myself back in on Facebook as we're doing this, and I don't know what happened. Something happened. So, I mean, part of me is like, well, I think we've done 27 minutes now, so we should just stop this. Oh, thank you so much. So, yeah. So I was with fathers. I was with a father and a brother, and that seems to be done now. So I don't know what just happened in Facebook, but maybe they just kicked me off. They were like, "We don't want you anymore." I doubt it, but I'm just saying something happened, and I have no idea what happened. So I do want to talk about. I just have a mother figure that showed up, and she's making me feel like there's so many proud things going on. I feel like there feels like there's been multiple celebrations that she's been at. And although there's the message is wanting to be very proud. I feel like the mother is showing me that there was a rift in the family and that things have now shifted and changed a little bit. So she's being very proud that you took the step forward to change and switch. So I want to make sure that I say that, and I want to talk about. I do feel it. I want to say that I do feel at the table this very calm sister energy that just showed up. So this is either like a sister or a sister-in-law. I feel that when I feel a sister energy, but this is a very cool, chill sister-in-law. Makes me feel almost like very big confidant and very easily accessible. So also making me feel as if it's okay. I need to make sure that you understand, like, my experience here is this is what I'm hearing. My experience here is so amazing that I want your hearts to be at ease. That's just what I'm hearing. Hearts at ease and the ability to know that and just she makes me feel as if, you know what's interesting, because she's what she just said is that she didn't have she didn't feel like she was a very creative person, but she's showing me painting and being in colors. I want to make sure you understand, like, the happiness there. Oh my goodness. There's lots of sisters, people who've lost sisters and sister-in-laws. Okay. So make sure you're getting the message. If you think this message is for you, because this is like a group reading, that these messages are coming for both of you. So there is, especially when we're doing it this way, it's not, and again, I'm working on names. I'm not the best at them. There are much better mediums at names, but I am with feeling. I'm really good with those. So, So, that's funny. So I just want to say that that I really want you to hear me for both the sister and the sister-in-law is that she's doing very well and she's making me feel like she's whole. Like I feel like she had a hard time either. Oh, and then you know it's kind of crazy with some of this when this starts, like things start to show up, and I want to talk about the younger woman who passed of cancer. Now this feels like. So I want to talk about, I don't know, this feels like a third soul that's showing up with the sister, I'm sorry, with cancer, the woman with cancer, because she feels like friend slash like sister from another mother kind of thing. So she's showing up, and when she's showing up, she's showing me watching her waste away, and she doesn't want anybody to remember her that way. That's not how she wants to be remembered. She wants to be remembered in a way where she was actually alive and vibrant and full. And she's also she's just a wise woman. So like all three of these women would be women that I would take counsel from. They're very wise. So I just want to leave you with that, and again, I do want to say, like, if you resonate with a message, the message is for you. Don't second guess it. We like to stamp out the magic in the world and say it's not a magical place when it really truly is. Test if you didn't hear this earlier one, somehow got kicked off. I want you to start to rebuild your relationship with spirit by talking to your angels and asking them to do things for you so that you rebuild and get out there and feel some hey Jamie and feel some support from spirit. Okay. With that, I am going to go eat my dinner and sit around for a second and then go deal with my kids. So thank you so much for coming. Please share this. I hope to see you on the 19th. If not, like I said, I am going to be recording this, so I will record the handwriting analysis course, and I will put it up online for sale. I hope in a month afterwards. That's quite a brave. That's really brave to be saying a month, but we'll see. We'll see where it goes. So, see light, be light. I'll see you next week, and have a wonderful week. Tell me how it goes. Text me, call me, set it up. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Bye. Thank you, Tube of the U. I appreciate it. Angel huggings, blessings to you, Zara. Have a wonderful night. See light, be light. Peace. Oh, yeah, I'll be there on the 23rd. I just saw what you wrote. I will see you on the 23rd at Earth Elements. Bye.